Oh, 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 oh.
We ask others to take care of the population, and it's really hard.
Burnout is a real factor in my job with the level of needs of the community, the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual aspects of it. And being a health director, a lot of that falls on me.
It's pretty easy to put yourself on the bottom of your own list and, look after the kids and your job. And
burnout can happen very quick. You need to take your time.
It's hard to manage the system. It's hard to be strong when others are not feeling strong. And it's a place that has unending need. There are always people who need help.
I think the real danger in burnout is the betrayal of self, because in the end, you've left yourself out.
I did burn out completely and severely. I described myself as so exhausted that I felt like my soul was exhausted. What I've learned is that I am responsible for my own health, that no one's going to fix it but me.
To help anybody else, you had to help yourself first. And that was not an easy job because you had to find a way to help yourself.
Health directors should take care of themselves because they're a leader and a mentor to their community members, to their staff, and to their family and their colleagues.
So how do we, as caregivers, take care of others? And when do you power down? When do you turn all of those things off and it's just you with your strength and connecting to a higher power?
Everything keeps us so linked to each other that when I'm asked a question during the downtime, I'll try and give a quick response, but at the same time say, I'm back in the office on Monday.
Your own thinking, your own life, not work all the time.
How are we treating ourselves? Are we eating properly? Are we sleeping enough? Are we doing too much work?
You want to help everybody when they're asking for it, but at the same time realizing that my personal wellness and my personal health is important.
We spend so much time looking down at our cell phones or at the computer and looking at the ground when we're walking. It's important to also keep your head up and look at nature.
Honoring the land is pretty central. We get further in our healing and our well-being by being outside in our territories in very, very beautiful places. There's something timeless about it.
As a health director, for my mental health, culture is a big thing, a big part of that. Culture, family, those two go together. How we take care of ourselves, how do we feed ourselves? And they're not just things of going to the store. It's a thing of going out, going fishing.
First thing in the morning, I love to get up and walk for an hour. I'd like to get my 10,000 steps in before I start work. I feel then you're grounded.
We have a better appreciation of what we have and what our ancestors went through, really. It is important to get out onto the land, onto the water.
At work, we like to try and, the walk and talk meetings, get outside, coffee breaks and that, and even the environment around our new health center we've built for, just getting out and sitting and listening to nature and hearing the water running and stuff. That's all balance and keeps the spirit replenished.
There is something to resiliency. Our elders used to really pride themselves on how strong they were, and that resilience you can try and have by yourself, just by being tough by yourself, or it can just happen really naturally by having a network of love and a network of support who honor you and who give you your energy back just by being with you.
As a health director, I try to create an environment where we're supportive of one another, where we encourage one another, where when we see something that's not right with one of our employees, we reach out and provide support and care and kindness to that person.
For a new health director, the words of wisdom is trust your staff. Talk with your staff. They're there to help you. They're there to support you, and just believe in them, and they'll believe in you.
We take care of our spouse, we take care of our children. I think we need to really start taking care of each other, even for staff members. Taking care of one another, and not just have it for at home where you have to eat just healthy meals at home. Bring it to the workplace. Practice what you preach, and set a good role model for yourself and for others.
We really want to say, let's learn, but let's look after ourselves. Let's be with our families, and let's really enjoy everything that the Creator gave to us so that we can really be strong again as a people, that we have good health in all areas of our life.
Spending time with one another in our First Nations communities is vitally important to our well-being, especially our emotional and mental well-beings.
It's the way we share our stories. It's the way we share who we are and learn about each other. And it's the way we connect to ourselves, to our past, and to our future.
Tools and technology like video calls are great for keeping in touch, but we need to acknowledge that they're no substitute for being there in person with the people who are important to you. Social distancing has been devastating to several in our communities. Historically, we depended on each other to survive, the harshest of times, and we really worked together.
Spirituality and spirit is very different for everyone. For myself, it's being connected to my community, it's being connected to the land, and being connected to my family.
I personally keep my spirit strong by smudging every day, and I pray every day. And if times get really tough, I'll go bathe in a creek or a river, and I really focus on what I want more than what I don't want. That kind of keeps your spirit strong.
Our cultural traditions maintain our whole well-being. The drumming, the dancing, the singing are so important to our well-being and to our spiritual well-being.
Cultural traditions can help us reconnect with ourselves and reconnect with our heritage and our communities.
I've learned so many traditions from so many people. Some of them are elders from my own family. Some of them have been elders from our extended community. And some of them have been our youth, because they really have a way of teaching us what we need to focus on.
I would encourage younger generations to learn the cultural traditions from your family, from whoever is trying to teach you. These teachings will be taking you maybe through the darkest and hardest times of your life.
It's so important to connect with yourself, connect with who you are, your overall being, your people, and it'll just make you spiritually, mentally, physically that much more stronger to make it in this world and what you're wanting to achieve.